Hello everybody, welcome back to the Gaming 4. This is Nate here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a menu in Gamemaker. Now this is my first Gamemaker tutorial, so please tell me if you have any suggestions or comments about what I need to do in later tutorials or any things you need to change in this tutorial. So first off, I'm going to show you what the end product looks like. I'm just going to click play. This is already done, and it's pretty nice, and it makes it set up so that you can implement this into any game, and you can also create like an options menu and other parts of your menu super easily. So this is the start and quit, and I'm using the arrow keys to go up and down, back and forth between them, and also you can use W and S to go up and down. And also I set it up so if you're on quit and you press the down arrow, it automatically jumps back up to the top. So first off, I'll show you, if you click enter on start, it goes to the next room, which would be like level 1 or whatever you want to make it, and there's also a quit button. So let's get started and go ahead and start making it in just a sec when I click quit and show you that that works. So you just press enter and the game closes. So that's what we're going to be making today. So I hope you like it, and I hope it helps you a lot. So this is going to be pretty simple, so if you don't know anything about Gamemaker, this is a good place to start. And also, if you just are already working on a game, this is very easy to implement into any game that you have. So first off, what we're going to do is we are going to create a sprite. So just right click sprite and click create sprite. And then the mostly used naming convention in Gamemaker is you put SPR underscore then your name. And for example, like backgrounds would be BG underscore your name, objects would be OBJ underscore whatever you want to name it. So we're just going to call this pointer SPR pointer. Edit sprite and new sprite. Open this. I'm just going to make a really simple little triangle with their little built-in art system. Just like that, and there we go. I'm just going to leave it white, and then over here you can choose the center origin. That's like the point at where, I'm trying to use my fingers to describe this, is very stupid, but it's like the point at which I guess the game recognizes it. I don't really know how to explain it other than to show you using other stuff, so I'm not really sure about that. But here we go. This is the mask, which is like the collision of it. We don't really need to mess with this since it's just a pointer. It doesn't really do that much. So there we go, we have our SPR pointer. Next, what we are going to do is we're going to make an object. So right click objects, create object. I'm going to call it OBJ menu. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to click add event and create. And create event is the event that creates all of the variables, not necessarily variables, but things that you're going to access in other parts of the object. So over here we're going to click control. As you can see, if you're using the drag and drop system, they have all this stuff. I really don't ever use the drag and drop system, like ever, to be frank with you. But over here it says code, and we're going to drag that over there. Alright, now I'll show you what we need to type. So to set up an array with this, what we're going to need to do is, well, I'll show you what it is and then I'll explain to you how it works. So menu is what the name of the array is going to be, and then 0, and then equals, and then we're going to make a string. Now a string is just a word that's in quotations, so I'm going to call it start because that's going to be our start button right there. And then you put the semicolon to close off that line. Now what this did is it created an array, the brackets are what makes it an array, and called it menu. So it's the menu array, and it's in the create event, so it's creating it. And if you don't know, computers or programming in general doesn't start with 1 2 3. It goes 0 1 2. So your first thing is actually going to be number 0. So then on the second line we're going to do the same thing, menu 1, because that's the number 1, I don't know, string I guess. And you could do as many of these as you want. You can do like continue, level select, options. But since this is just like a basic tutorial, I'm just going to do start and quit because I'm not going to show you how to do the rest of it. Once you're done with this tutorial, you should be able to make your own options level or options menu and stuff like that. It's just basically the repeated process of this. So then we're going to do space equals 64, and that's just a variable we're creating that we're going to use later, and MPOS, which is mouse position, equals 0, semicolon. Always use semicolons to close off your lines. So check that, and after that we're going to be creating a step event. So add event and step. Now what a step event does is, a step event is like it's run and checked every step or frame of the game. So each frame of the game, it goes through and checks what is in the step event and sees what it needs to update. So in this, we're going to do var, which is create a variable, move equals 0. And then, well, this is for the key system. So let's see. Move minus equals, which is just minus, max keyboard, let's see, keyboard, and then check pressed, and VK up. VK up is the naming convention for the arrow key up, and close parentheses, comma to separate the variables inside of the parentheses, and then keyboard check. Did I spell keyboard wrong? Check. It's not coming up with a thing. Oh well. Press. And then I'm gonna do W as well. So this is gonna have it where you can use the WASD and also the arrow keys. So to do the W, I'm gonna do ORD. This is like, it's a very weird like way they do this, but so you're gonna have ORD and then another parentheses and then a string of capital W. Close that off, close that off, close that off. Whoops. And then as you can see down here, or actually wait, where's that? Never mind, I don't know what I was saying. Okay, then we're gonna close that off. Whoops. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong. I didn't have the X there. Alright, there we go. Now we have that, and close that line off. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing, except for it's down and S. So W and S and up and down. So I'm actually just gonna copy and paste that because there's no use typing all that again. So paste, except for this time it's gonna be plus because that's going the opposite direction. And instead of up, it's gonna be down. And instead of W is gonna be S. Right, so then we're going to create an if statement. So if move, which is a variable we created, I'm sorry, I'm like slurring all my words together today, is not equal to, that's the exclamation point is not equal to 0, open bracket, then mouse position plus, whoops, equals, oh, okay, I really screwed that up, plus equals move. So that's going to move our mouse position up to the variable that we are doing this, which moves, yeah, okay. Right, so then down here in the if statement, we're going to do another if statement, if mouse position is less than 0, mouse position equals, okay, this is, okay, yeah, okay, so array length 1D, because see 1D is because of this, there's one there's one variable in there. You could have it 0, 0, which is two things. I'll go into that later in other programming tutorials, but 1D means is this. So now we're calling the array to get the correct button, right? So, whoops, okay, I guess that's fine. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so then menu, because that's what we named our array whenever we typed the menu thing. So we're going to do another one. If mouse position is greater than array length, menu, make sure it knows the menu. Right, then minus 1 because it's 0. Then mouse position equals 0. Alright, there we go. That's what we're gonna have in that area. And then next we're gonna have variable push, which is we're creating, obviously. And push is equal to max. See, this is going to be the enter. So basically, like what this is, so this moves it around and selects which one it is, but then whenever you press enter, it actually clicks the button. I don't know if you follow me, but you'll see whenever it's done. You'll see what it means. Alright, so max keyboard check. Sorry, I'm typing so slow. Check pressed, and then VK enter 0, and then close that off, close off the line, and then another if statement. If push is equal to, which is just two equal signs, 1, and call script menu. Right, and that is red because we have not created script menu yet, which is what we're gonna do next. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go create the script, which is where you actually make the case system. So we're gonna go up here and name this SCR menu. Okay, so for this, let's see. Okay, so for this, what we're going to do is switch mouse position. So that creates the case system real quick, and then let's see, you got to open it, which is like opening all of it, right? So then we'll just make a bunch of lines in there. So since we only have two buttons, we only have to make case 0 and case 1. But as many buttons as you have, you can just keep going case 0, case 1, case 2, case 3 for each button. So for case 0, you're going to do, what's it called? It's not semicolon, it's the one above that, the two dots, whatever that is. So then you can go down and you open that one. See, the curly brackets always open the things. I'm trying to see if you follow. Okay, so case 1 goes inside these two brackets. And the cases go inside these two brackets because it's the entire case system is with the switch. Okay, so if case 0, which is start, we're gonna make it go room go to, and then we don't have another room to go to, so we'll just call one RM tutorial. There we go. And it's obviously not colored because we haven't done it yet. Haven't created that room yet. And then next, whenever you end your cases, make sure you type break colon. Okay, so then we're gonna do the next case, which is case 1, and double dots, and open that, and then go there. Alright, so this one we're gonna say game end, because the second one we created, was the quit button, and then obviously to end the case we do break. So there we go, and that is our two buttons, the start button and the quit button. And then if you wanted to add another one, you would just do case 2 and so on, but you can't just add it there. You gotta make sure you go into your obj menu, create system, and add menu to, and make it that button. Alright, so I believe that is all we need to do in the menu, so we can check that and go back into here. Alright, so now as you can see, that changed color. And also I forgot to tell you guys that I actually have a skin on my Gamemaker, so the colors are going to be lit up a little bit differently, but it's basically the same thing. It just makes it look a little bit cooler. So now the last thing we need to do, actually I think we're done with this step. We need to add a draw event, and the draw event is actually what gets drawn onto the game. So here we go. We're going to go in the draw event. Alright, so first off, draw set H align FA left, and then close that off, and then draw set B align FA middle. Now all of the aligns have a left, right, and middle. I think that's right, left, right, middle. Alright, so then the next one we're gonna do is we have to set a font, which we have not created a font yet, so we gotta make sure we do that. Draw set font, and we can call it FNT menu font. Alright, so we gotta remember that we make a font after this, and it's obviously it's not colored because we haven't created the font yet. And then we're gonna set the color of our words to let's see, what are we gonna we can do it to see black, I guess. Black is fine. Okay, so we have to go make font menu. So we're gonna right click fonts, create font, FNT menu font. Alright, and then I'm just gonna, let's see, I'll choose one. I like this one. It's like one of my favorite fonts. And then I'm just gonna set the size to 18. Sure. Okay, and yeah, 18 is fine. Let's click OK. Let's go make sure that okay, yeah, that sensed it. Alright, so now, oh yeah, also for the object menu, we need to set it to the SPR pointer. So that's setting the sprite. You can click there. It has a list of all your sprites that you have created. We only have one created, so we'll choose that. And then we're going to go OK, and now we're going to create a room. So I'm going to go to the background and change this first one to a, why don't we go, what goes good with black? I guess I'll just do red. Okay, and then this one is going to be called RM menu. Right, so I'm just going to keep the correct size there. We can go to objects, bam, make it a little bit bigger so we can see it nice and good. Alright, check, and then I believe there was another room we had to make. Was it in here? Yes, room tutorial. That's going to be the second room of our game. So to create, so like say it was the first level, you could choose level 1 or tutorial level or whatever, RM tutorial, and then yeah, let's leave that one gray. And the reason I'm doing two different colors is so that you can actually see the room change. Alright, I think we have everything with that. Okay guys, I actually forgot to do one thing. Delete that. No, that's something I was testing out. Okay, so I forgot to add something else in the draw event of the object. So let's go ahead and do that. It's variable m, and we're going to create a for loop here. So for m equals 0, m is less than array length. I'm trying to kind of go fast here because this has been a very long episode. Menu and oops, m plus equals 1. Right. Alright, that should be good. and then we gotta open up those brackets, curly brackets, and draw text. See, we forgot to draw the text, that's why I opened it up and I was very confused. Okay, x plus space and y. Okay, yeah, also I forgot to mention, whenever you're opening something brackets or parentheses, usually down here it'll tell you what things you need to add into there. So like the first section in between the comma needs to be the x variable, the second one needs to be the y, etc. So plus m times space and string, which is the things you put in quotations, menu bracket m bracket there, and there we go. Oh, I see. Okay, m times space. Yeah, okay, that's right. And then now I forgot an extra one. There we go. Okay, we got that down. And then finally we just have to draw sprite. Draw sprite SPR arrow 0 x plus 16. We might have to change that number in a little bit, and y plus mouse position times space. Okay, now I think that is all we have to do. Okay, not arrow actually. We need to make that pointer. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we need to go check and see if that works. So click play. And sorry this video is so long, guys. It has been like 24 minutes now. Dang. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as you can see we have start and quit, and start goes to the next room, but obviously I didn't make an exit yet, so we'll just restart the game and I'll show you that quit does indeed work. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this tutorial, please leave a comment and a like, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'd be glad to help. And if you have any requests for other tutorials, then do that. And also, you can't really tell because there's only 2 buttons, but if you go to the bottom and press down, it jumps back up to the top, so it like loops back over, and obviously you can't tell because there's only 2, but yeah, so then you press enter and there you go, game closes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I am going to be doing probably another menu tutorial, except for instead of using keys we're going to be using clicks and taps on the phone. So if you do want that, then leave a comment. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to continue on in my little playlist on YouTube and just go ahead and make player movements and kind of skip that tutorial. But if you do want to learn how to do that, then go ahead and leave a comment and ask me to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and God bless you.